big night for them offensively. What do you see defensively that maybe wasn't working for you guys?
I just think we didn't, a lot of the stuff that we talked about at our meeting this morning and our scouting report, and the things that we wanted to stop them from doing and getting to, we just didn't do that. And, it's the reason why our coaches was telling us these are things we have to take away because it's, what they have a lot of success doing. And pretty much all of those things they were able to do. And it was, a back and forth game for most of the first half. They pulled away from us to end the first half, but it was just a 13-point game. And I think to start the second half, we just, they had that belief, that I always talk about just based off how they ended the first half, feeling good. And then they just, turned it up from there. And like I said, it just continued where we just weren't taking away the things that we talked about. And, they had a night.
With that, campaign, coming in the second quarter and doing what he did to kind of keep the momentum Jalen started, how, I guess, offsetting was that to a degree where you couldn't really take advantage of the non-Brunson minutes?
I think, when a guy is hot like Brunson was, and we're playing, a decent game, you can still, I think to end the quarter, I think he had 23 or something like that, and it was a 3-point game. So usually when it's one guy, you can, find a way to still do it. And I think in that second quarter, Cam comes in and, it was the second opportunities, them being in transition and him getting a couple clean looks. You see the ball go in and us being kind of in that scramble situation and out of position, and then another guy gets going, it's going to be hard to win a game like that. So I think that was really how Cam got going. And from there, it just, it just hurt us.
I kind of said, obviously on a night where you give up that many points, you're going to think about the defense, but he's like, I didn't think we executed that well offensively. Would you feel like you guys kind of let go of the rope there in that second quarter and lost the rhythm that you had early?
I wouldn't say we let go of the rope. I just thought that we just weren't sharp enough. I think sometimes when the team is making shots, and they getting going, you on the road, you try to hurry up and get it back sometimes. And, when you get in a rush and when you get anxious, about how you're playing, usually you don't execute well enough. So I thought, the ball moved less. We didn't move the ball. We didn't create the same type of action that we had been creating, and we were, having some success. And sometimes it was leading to turnovers. We didn't take good enough care of the ball. We didn't get quality shots. It was those types of possessions that just kind of continued to contribute to what they were doing. And, it hurt us.
To have Jalen get 2 early fouls on AJ, Gary's not available. Those are 2 of your better three-point shooters, some of your volume threes. Did it feel like you missed them a little more at that? And when I say AJ, like the foul trouble maybe contributed a little bit to his lack of rhythm, perhaps. So, and no Gary, did that kind of hurt then where you're trying to catch points in basketball, you don't have 2 of your better three-point shooters?
It plays a part because it creates, a lot of spacing for us offensively. And, for us, we are a really good team when we're complete. And, already being down a couple guys and then, Dre gets in foul trouble. AJ comes in, gets in foul trouble. It becomes difficult. But I think if you take that away, it was still a lot of things that we just didn't do well enough just from our scouting report, things that we didn't take away that we controlled, and they hurt us in those areas bad.
It's always hard to know how much the regular season matters, doesn't matter, but you guys are 0-8 against the top 3 teams in the East right now. I guess how much...
you have to have watched the games to...
Of course.
So 0-8, but... if you watch the games, against the Knicks 2 times, they just outplayed us both times. But, I think a couple times against Boston, we had games we should have won. We definitely should be at least 2-1 against Cleveland, 2 games. But, like you said, 0-8 is 0-8. But I think for us, we just got to understand how a lot of these games have gone. Against New York, we struggled. Against Cleveland, I feel like we've played really well. We should have won the first 2 against them. Against Boston, we've been in all of those games. Possession here, possession there. We could have won all of those games. So I think we, like you said, it's a long season. It's a journey. When we look at our matchups with those teams, we just got to understand, what it was, and that's it. I don't think we could look at the record against those teams and be like, all right, against these teams. One year in Portland, I think we got our whooped every game by OKC. They swept us the whole season, and that's what we played in the playoffs. And then we whooped their ass. So you gotta obviously look at it and take it for what it is. We haven't beat any of the top teams, but we also gotta be able to look at what happened, why, and see the context of that record against those teams, and then just move forward.
How important is this stretch of 4 games at home this week, and how do you approach those games?
It's really important. I think, we've let some slip at home, but it's an opportunity to have a stretch on our home floor. Take tonight away, I feel like we've been trending in the right direction with how we've played on both sides of the ball. And it's just a great opportunity to defend our home court, stack up some wins and against good teams. So it's going to be a challenge, and it's something for us to get up for.